It was a vast dome of steel and light where future peacekeepers learned to survive under pressure. On this cycle, a new group of mixed-species cadets stood in a long line, while instructors observed from raised platforms. Among them was a human woman named Myra who stood calm while most others twitched with nervous energy. Beside her sat a small creature no larger than a backpack, with bright eyes and soft fur and tiny sharp teeth. The creature was a predator cub from a fierce species that most cadets avoided. Even when fully grown, this cub had been assigned to Myra for training because humans were known to bond well with almost anything. The cub sniffed the air and turned its head slowly until it focused on Myra's heavy training boot. Without warning, the cub leaned forward and bit the boot with tiny but determined jaws. Several cadets gasped, while an instructor stepped forward with a loud shout. The instructor demanded that the cub be restrained before it showed more aggressive behavior. Myra looked down at the cub with a gentle smile and did not move at all. She calmly told the instructor that the cub was only teething. The room fell quiet. As even the hardened officers were stunned by her relaxed tone, the cub kept chewing on the boot as if it were a favorite toy and wagged its small tail. Myra slowly knelt and placed a hand on the cub's back, and the creature relaxed at once. Many in the room had grown up fearing this species, which was known across the galaxy as relentless hunters. Yet here was a tiny version acting more like a playful pet than a threat. The lead instructor hesitated as his training tablet flashed. Warning signs. He had seen adult predators of this kind overpower machines, but never had he seen one cuddle a human leg. Myra gently pulled her boot free and offered the cub a small chew block from her belt. The cub happily accepted it and lay down chewing with soft content sounds. The other cadets stared as if they were witnessing something impossible. The instructor cleared his throat and ordered the line to continue moving. But the moment had already planted a question in every mind. Why was the human not afraid? Later that cycle, the cadets were sent into a simulated jungle filled with holographic threats and unpredictable terrain. The cub stayed close to Myra, walking beside her with curious steps. Some of the other cadets struggled when the simulation produced loud noises and sudden obstacles. The predator cub, on the other hand, reacted quickly and guided Myra around hazards with surprising intelligence. Myra followed without hesitation, trusting the small creature completely. When a large simulated beast appeared on the path, several cadets froze. The cub stood in front of Myra and made a soft warning sound. The beast paused, then moved away, as if sensing something stronger than itself. The instructors watched from above with growing interest. They realized that the cub was not just bonding with the human, but was learning from her calm behavior. Instead of being driven by fear or instinct, was choosing cooperation. During a rest period, one of the cadets asked Myra if she was not worried about being hurt. Myra replied that trust was the first language every creature understood. She explained that humans had survived by befriending the unknown rather than destroying it. The cub rested its head on her knee, as if agreeing with every word in the following. Trials the pair performed better than any other team. They crossed dangerous bridges and solved complex puzzles with quiet coordination. The cub used its senses, while Myra used her problem-solving skills. Together, they moved like a single unit. The instructors began taking notes. They realized that humans did not dominate or submit, but instead connected. By the end of the cycle, the Academy had to admit something extraordinary. The human and the predator cub had achieved the highest harmony score ever recorded. The lead instructor approached Myra with a serious expression. He told her that her behavior had changed how they viewed human potential. Myra smiled and said that humans simply listened when others did not. The cub gently nibbled her sleeve and made a happy sound. In that moment, the future of interspecies cooperation looked brighter than ever. The Academy would later rewrite its training manuals to include a new principle. Trust builds stronger bonds than fear, and all of it had started when a tiny predator cub bit a human boot, and a human chose kindness over alarm.